Hey! So today I'm here with my current skincare routine. I'm constantly trying out makeup and skincare and hair care products, but for the past probably 3 to 4 months, this routine that I'm about to show you has been pretty consistent. When I don't have one or two of these products in my routine, my skin immediately changes. I can tell a difference in texture and evenness. So these are kind of my go-to products no matter what else I'm testing in between. Now, I have separated this into morning routine, night routine, and then also I have some body care items. The reason why I highly suggest having a separate morning and nighttime routine is because our skin is smart. It gets used to products very, very quickly. And so by doing a different routine in the morning and night, even if it's just one or two products, you kind of are consistently confusing your skin so it doesn't get used to the same products. That being said, is it good to be using 30 different products, a different product every single day? Not really. You want to keep to a really good, thorough, basic routine. And then if you want to try extra things, then you can do that outside of your routine. But the main focus of your skincare routine should be to target your specific needs. Hydration is something that I suggest to absolutely everybody, no matter what skin type you have. I know a lot of people who have very oily skin that are like, no way, I'm never going to use the oil, or I don't want a heavy cream. But the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that when you have oilier skin, when you put hydration into it, it actually helps to balance out your skin. And another thing that's really important is exfoliation. Whether you do it through a machine, through chemicals, or through granules that actually scrub your skin, it's so important to exfoliate regularly, because if you don't exfoliate regularly, the products that you put on your skin are not going to work. Your makeup's not going to sit well. It can also change your skin type. You could think that you have really dry skin or really oily skin, but in reality, you just aren't exfoliating. So all the dead skin that's sitting on top of your skin is just sucking up whatever it can. A lot of people have just congestion and acne. Not having a good skincare routine can be a huge factor behind having textured or uneven skin. If you have any problems outside of just a good basic hydrating skincare routine, like if you want to focus on anti-aging, if you want to focus on acne, if you have hyperpigmentation, then put those in as little details to your basic routine. So serums, eye creams, even overnight treatment creams, masks. As far as a die-hard cleanser, I don't really have one at the moment, but I do have cleansing balms that I really love. Technically, they are suggested to use with makeup for makeup removal, but I use these with or without makeup, morning or night, just because I love the way they make my skin feel. The first one is from Farmacy. It's the Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm with Echinacea Green Envy. It is a hard balm that you just take a little scoop out of, and then you rub it onto dry hands, onto dry skin, and then it turns into an oil, and you run your hands under water and rub the water over that oil, and it basically turns into a cleansing milk that just removes absolutely everything. If you are wearing makeup, this is amazing. I can really rub around my eye area gently, but if any of it gets into my eyes, I don't have any burning or irritation. And it works really well for all skin types, whether you're sensitive, dry, oily, acne prone. Another cleansing balm I really love is from Elemis. This is the Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. This is a little mini. It comes in a bigger jar. It works pretty much the same way as the Farmacy one. I really love this because it smells like spa. It is just the most relaxing, calming way to remove makeup with this and the Farmacy one. But I've really noticed with this one, my skin just feels so hydrated and soft after I've cleansed it. I would have to say the Farmacy one is a little bit better at really removing absolutely all traces of makeup, but this one is pretty good. And oh my god, your skin feels so good afterwards. These are from Olay. They're the facial wipes. The pink package is for, I believe, dry or sensitive skin. So this is what they look like. It is a cottony, gauzy looking wipe. It's completely dry in the package, And what you want to do is just run it under water, and then you rub it together to froth it up, and there's actually cleanser inside this cloth. And then once it froths up, you can take the cleanser and wash your whole face with the soap that's on it. And then when you're done, rinse this underwater and get all the soap out of it, and you can use the damp cloth to wipe off all the soap. They're travel friendly, they're leak proof, it's just so quick. And because it is that gauzy cotton material, it gives you a really light physical exfoliation. You can use these every single day. I'm pretty sure they're called daily facials, and they make my skin feel really clean, not overstripped. So this pretty little thing, I didn't even realize how much I needed her until she wasn't in my life at one point. This is the Luna Fofo, I believe. I'll leave the name for this and everything else in this video in the info box down below, as always. Pretty much what this is a vibrating facial cleansing machine. So there's a button on the back, you press it, the whole piece vibrates, and there are these silicone bristles that are actually technically 35 times more hygienic than using a brush bristle like the Clarisonic. The vibration kind of helps the cleanser foam up if you are using a foaming cleanser, but also it allows for these bristles to gently vibrate against your skin and kind of loosen up dirt and debris that may be stuck sitting in your pores or on your skin, and just really get a deeper cleanse. Additionally, with the Fofo, which I'm telling you guys right now, I don't use this special feature, but it has these two sensors on the back that are 24 karat gold plated, and when you first get it, you get the app on your phone, and it gives you guidelines on how to actually map out your face, and it tells you your hydration levels, what massage techniques are best for your skin, how best to wash your skin, and then you can keep checking and updating, which I think is really cool. It gives you a really gentle exfoliation every single day, which is why I think it took me a few months to really notice what a difference this was making in my skin. It's portable, it's easy to clean, and it is battery replaceable, but I haven't needed to replace batteries yet. It is waterproof. I know there's a itty bitty mini that's like $40, I believe, and then there's the Mama Bear, and she's a little more expensive, but I've really been into this. The first thing that I put onto cleanse skin morning and night is toner. The first toner that I use without fail is the Indie Lee CoQ10 lotion toner. It is for rebalance and prime. So this is pretty much just a pump of antioxidants into the skin. Your body and your skin both need antioxidants to fight aging, to fight tons of problems. You need it, okay? You can use this on a cotton pad, just spray it on and wipe the cotton pad all over your face, but I honestly just spray my face down, and it is a super light mist. My skin feels hydrated, it feels and looks super glowy, and the biggest thing that I've noticed since using this is the texture and tone, like evenness of my skin has improved so much, and I really think it's because of this. Also, toners are really important because they are meant to rebalance your skin. They are meant to rebalance your pH levels to your skin, and just overall they're a necessity for good healthy skin. The next toner I go in with is this one. It's the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. I have talked about this toner so many times in so many videos. I don't even know how many bottles in of this I am. I use this all the time. It actually has rose petals inside, which I think is really cool. I will pop some of this on my hand and then press it into my skin. This too you can use on a cotton pad and wipe your face down. My issue with cotton pads a lot of times is that if you're doing it to yourself, they just soak up a lot of unnecessary product, and provided your hands are clean and freshly washed, you should be fine. If you're doing skincare for somebody else, then cotton pads is great for like hygiene purposes. It's so hydrating, but it's so lightweight that it really balances my skin out, and my skin is just so much glowier and open to receiving skincare and makeup. Eye creams, I cannot stress enough how important they are, but I feel like so many people I know don't really use them until I force it upon them. The skin around your eyes and the skin of your lips are the thinnest skin on your entire body. And on top of that, we are constantly rubbing and itching and applying makeup and removing makeup, and you're just tearing away at that skin. And if you don't take care of it with hydration or other things that area for you personally may need, you're just accelerating the aging process. Like, you're gonna get wrinkles, your eyes are gonna get dark, you're gonna look older faster, and nobody wants that. Nobody. So my daytime eye cream is from Belif. This is the Moisturizing Eye Balm. I love this stuff. It is like a gel moisturizer, so it's super lightweight, but it really packs a punch. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell. I'm almost done with this one. I have issues where if things are too heavy on my eye area, I actually get milia, but this stuff is amazing. It lays really well underneath makeup, and it's hydrating enough to be used day and night if you would like. My nighttime eye cream is actually an oil. It's from Kora Organics. It's the Noni Radiant Eye Oil. It comes with a roller ball, which is nice, but also you want to make sure this is going on clean skin only, because if it goes on dirty skin, you're just putting all the dirt back into the oil and then it's just sitting there. It's not a thick, gunky, sticky oil, and it does the job at nighttime of just really adding hydration to my eyes. I sometimes get random little eczema type dry patches on my lids, and on those days I'll actually go in with this oil rather than the Belif Aqua Balm. So that being said, with eye creams in general, but especially this oil, you don't want to bring it too close to your lash line because it might get into your eyes and might cause irritation, and that's something that is easily avoidable by just pretty much keeping it right here. You can get the crow's feet, and then right here on the brow bone, I like to take it up there because, again, I do sometimes get dry patches there. Totally personal preference. This also works well under makeup. The only thing I would suggest is to allow it to absorb, because otherwise your makeup will slide around. Everybody needs to have one good facial oil that they really love. Facial oils are meant for every single person, no matter what your skin type is. If you find the right facial oil, it can help you in so many different ways. I know a lot of people who have really oily skin are hesitant to use facial oils, but it works because it actually tricks your skin into not producing as much oil normally if you use a facial oil regularly, because the skin realizes that it already has hydration and oil on it, so it doesn't need to overhydrate on its own. My favorite ways to use facial oils are by themselves. I mix a couple drops into a moisturizer, or I mix it in with my makeup as well, provided it's not a really thick, sticky facial oil. So a couple of my favorites that I've been using nonstop the last few months. The first one is from a brand called Youth to the People. It's made in California, and it is pretty much a healthier skincare brand. It uses more natural ingredients. This is the Maqui and Acai Prickly Pear Goji Superberry Hydrate and Glow Oil. It is super lightweight. Every single time I mix this in with a moisturizer, I don't have any issues with dry patches, dry skin throughout the entire day. Another facial oil that I love is the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. This one I also enjoy mixing in with another moisturizer or using it by itself. A lot of times if my skin is really irritated, or if I've worn makeup or tried something that just doesn't work with me, I will use this because I find it to be very calming to my skin. But I do feel like this is a little bit thicker than the Youth to the People one. So on days when it's colder outside or when my skin just is going through it, I really like to amp up my hydration with this oil. So this last one is so itty bitty because I got so many samples of this that I've been surviving on them. But this is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. By concentrate, it pretty much is a combination of like active botanicals. It's a fancy word for saying active ingredients from a natural source that are all combined to help rejuvenate the skin overnight. So overnight is when we have the highest level of cell turnover. That's when our body is really working at renewing itself. So anything we use on our skin at night, if it's geared towards that accelerated cell turnover, we're going to see more results depending on what you're looking for. So this is amazing if you have issues with hydration, if you are looking for something that is anti-aging, if you are looking for something that's going to help with texture. I find that this does also help with my brightness and evenness of skin tone. After using this, you wake up in the morning and your skin just looks and feels so good. So now let's talk moisturizers. The first one I want to talk about is from Drunk Elephant. This is the Protini Polypeptide Cream 9-Signal Peptide Water Lily Blend, Strengthen and Restore. It is primarily a moisturizer that is meant to do what it says, strengthen the skin. So it has peptides which help with amino acids and proteins and just different things that our skin is already made up of. So this helps to reinforce those things because as we age, and by age I mean literally by the time you hit, in today's time, probably 15 or 16 with technology, blue light from the technology, pollution, travel, whatever it is, your skin starts to lose a lot of the things that it had when you were born. So you can use something like this that has those polypeptides in it to help restore and rebalance all of those bonds in your skin that you need to have firm, young-looking skin. It is a cream that is super lightweight, so it melts right into the skin. If you have drier skin, this alone is not going to be enough for you, and that is something that Drunk Elephant clearly states. This is meant to be used in conjunction with something that is just hydrating. I will mix 1 pump down of this cream with 3 to 5 drops of an oil depending on which one it is, but the results of this cream I really feel I've noticed. I know that I'm not in the mature skin category, but I can tell a difference in the texture and firmness of my skin. And if you have oilier skin, this is great even on its own, and it looks really nice under makeup. This here is the Mirakle cream by the Better Skin Company, or Better Skin Co. is how it's written here. It is clean skincare. Like, all the ingredients are natural. That's what the basis of this brand is. It is also paraben-free, gluten-free, and vegan, which I think is very cool because not a lot of brands are vegan / gluten-free skincare wise. It's a thicker cream, slightly thicker, and it is a little bit more emollient, but it just gives so much hydration to the skin without weighing it down or making it feel heavy and congested. Another cream that looks great underneath makeup or anytime your skin just needs a little extra something, and you can still pop in oils with this as well. It'll just increase the hydration. So from youth to the people, once again, this is their Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream Ashwagandha Reishi Pentapeptide Cream. It's kind of like a moussey cream, so it's super lightweight when you touch it, and you need a tiny bit. A little bit goes a very long way. Your skin feels very much hydrated, but also just like silky soft. It is such a fantastic texture to the skin. Again, use of the people, healthier ingredients. Also, this adaptogen aspect of it is great. Adaptogens are pretty much natural items that when consumed or applied, they help with inflammation. They, when consumed, can help with your mood and stress levels. I feel like it does help a lot when my skin just feels kind of itchy or irritated or a little bit red, and it just really helps calm any irritation and inflammation. But it also adds deep amounts of moisture, which I'm always all about. Last from you to the people, this is the Superberry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. This is the overnight mask. It looks yellow, but when you apply it and rub it into the skin, there's no yellow cast at all. It is very hydrating, but you don't really notice how much it affects the skin until the next morning. The first time I used it, I didn't have the shine from my oils that I usually do, but it looked hydrated and healthy. The next morning, my skin looked plump, it looked rejuvenated, it looked so good, and just glowy, fresh looking skin, and I was sold. But it's for all skin types and it's so good. Sun protection. Okay, everybody needs it. Don't play yourself. The sun is like the #1 enemy that causes aging and / cancer. So, you know, just be smart about it. Go spray tanning. If you get like 10 minutes out in the sun, that's all the vitamin D you need. And if you don't get sun near you, take some vitamin D supplements. You'll be fine. My favorite sun protection that I use every single day on my face is from Tatcha. This is the Tatcha Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 35. It's a physical sunscreen, so that means that it's not organic, it's not chemical. Chemical and organic sunscreens, not only do they irritate the living daylights out of my skin, but the biggest difference is that a physical sunscreen sits right on top of your skin versus a chemical or organic sunscreen will most times penetrate through the first layer of your skin, which means that when the sun's rays actually hit your skin, the physical side will just bounce off the top layer. But on the organic side, the rays actually get into the first layer of skin and only bounce off when it meets the part that's soaked into the skin. So it's just better for you. I know a lot of people are averse to the whole physical sunscreen versus organic sunscreen because of like chemicals and it's artificial and blah-de-da. Listen, if I'm gonna put sun protection on my face, I want it to actually protect me from the sun, which a physical sunscreen does. Not to mention, I can't use chemical and organic sunscreens anyways, so, you know, problem solved. This one is so stinking good because, guys, your skin just looks flawless, which is absurd that it's from a sunscreen. So it comes out white, and then you rub it in. It's very moisturizing. So when it says pore refining, it's not like one of those silicone-y type of textures. I feel like it gives my skin like a little bit of a glow, and it just evens and smooths everything out. This works great underneath makeup. Now for a couple treatment items in my routine. The first being from Drunk Elephant. This is the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum, refined and retexturized, 12% AHA BHA blend, raspberry extract. It's very gentle. Every single thing from Drunk Elephant is made for categorically people with sensitive skin to be able to use as well, which means that anybody can use it. Glycolic acid is just going to, over time, kind of chemically slough off all of the dead skin you have. So whether it's dead skin just sitting there because you don't exfoliate, or dead skin sitting there because you have drier skin, acne prone skin, whatever it could be, this is going to make such a difference. If you have hyperpigmentation, this is going to help slightly with that just from getting all the layers of dead skin off over time. It is meant to be used every single night. I like to use one pump and then rub it all over my face. The moment I stop using this, I can immediately tell the difference, and it's not a good difference. Now, if you have severe hyperpigmentation or severe texture issues, this alone isn't going to cut it for you. Topical skincare only does so much, and at that point, you're better off just going to a dermatologist or an esthetician and really having them work through your issues with you on a deeper level. I will say, shout out to Farmacy Honeymoon, because I just started using that and I really am into it, but I didn't want to put it in this video because I'm not quite sure exactly how my skin feels about it, but the couple days I tried it out, I was into it. The other item, the bottle is so gross because it's traveled with me. This is from Dermalogica. It's the Breakout Control. Now this is a gel serum that you apply to any breakouts. You apply a really thin layer and can rub it in. Either use clean hands or use a clean Q-tip. This can go underneath makeup as well if you just put a super thin layer and then let it sit. I wouldn't really suggest it just because I find that it does tend to eat away at the makeup a little bit quicker than the rest of my face. It really does help completely rein in breakouts and active acne and under the skin acne. But the difference between this and other acne treatments is that most other acne treatments, like the Mario Badescu one, is amazing. However, the ingredients in the Mario Badescu one kill good bacteria and bad bacteria, which means that you have a high chance of like recurring breakouts and your skin's natural defenses are kind of decreased. This does not. It has lactobacillus ferment, which helps to clear and prevent breakouts without the drying effects of benzoyl peroxide, and it really focuses on only killing the bad foreign bacteria. Masks are pretty much what I like to think of as little like boosters to your skincare routine. The first one I love and swear by is from Origin. It's the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask to quench skin's thirst. I cannot function without this whenever I travel. What I do with this is actually use this as my moisturizer before getting on a flight or going in a long car ride, train ride, whatever it is, because it's so hydrating, but it doesn't mess with my makeup, that when I use this as a base, I am literally masking right through my trip, and then I'll keep using this for like a day after I get off of the plane. It is just balanced by this mask. The last mask I have is a sheet mask from Tatcha. This is the Luminous Dewy Skin Mask. Freaking love it, okay? I keep it with me at all times. It's in my kit at all times. I love using this on clients before makeup application because it just makes the skin literally luminous and dewy. It also has 20 milliliters of hydrating serum. 20 milliliters is quite a bit. So for comparison, this is the Noni eye oil, and this has 10 milliliters of fluid. That's it. So this has double the amount of hydrating serum into it. You put it on your skin, leave it on for 15 minutes, take it off, and then rub the excess serum onto your skin. Now, I am a psychopath, and there is serum left in this when you use it. Instead of wasting that serum, I will either take it and put it on my body, or I will actually put it into a clean container and use it just as a normal serum for a couple of days, and that way I get bang for my buck and all of the product gets used. I hate thinking that like half of the product is just getting thrown away in the packet. So try doing that. It is free of mineral oil, parabens, synthetic fragrances, sulfate, detergents, phthalates, urea, DEA or TEA, and it's part of this foundation called Beautiful Faces, Beautiful Futures, which means that one purchase of this equals 1 day of school for a child. Okay, just a couple body items and we're good. The first one is from Elemis. Okay, this is a bougie body item. It's the Sweet Orchid Manoi Body Oil for hair, nail, and body. It smells like tropicalness and tropical flowers, but it's such a beautiful body oil. It takes a couple minutes to soak in the skin. It leaves your skin super glowy looking just from pure hydration, and the scent of it lingers like throughout the day, which I love. It's not a scent that I would usually get in a perfume, but in combination with anything else I'm wearing, it smells so good. It does harden, like right now it's like a soft solid in here. I actually run it underneath hot water to like the actual bottle, and then it starts to liquefy, and then there's a tiny little opening at the top that you can get the product out. A little bit goes a long way. You can again mix this into a body cream and it still works great. The last two items are both from Lush. This is the Sleepy Body Lotion, and this is the Sympathy for the Skin Hand and Body Lotion. Sleepy is meant to be used at nighttime. It's supposed to help increase a restful sleep from the scents, which at this point for me it does. I don't know if it actually helps put me to sleep, but now it's become such a routine where I know like that smell means bedtime for me. It is purple, doesn't go on the skin purple though, and it has a lot of really nice oils and butters in there that you can feel on the skin. The Sympathy for the Skin, it has like bananas, sandalwood, and cocoa butter. It's a very, very subtle scent, so you don't smell it and you're like, oh my god, that literally smells like banana split, although I would use it if it did, but it smells just slightly sweet. It's so thin and emollient, like it just glides and soaks into the skin, but then when you feel your skin afterwards, your skin is really hydrated, which is super impressive. I have repurchased this now like a few times and will continue to do so. And that is my complete current skincare routine. I 100% stand by every single product I just mentioned. If you guys have tried any skincare products that you really swear by, please leave those down below as well, because I love trying out skincare and finding what the best is. But for now, that's a wrap on today's video. Thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye!